Well, gracious good morning. It's time for today's Morning Moxie with Larisa. I don't think we've shared on this topic before, and given that 'tis the season, I thought it might be appropriate to talk about volunteerism. Now, you can find lots of opportunities available to help. Obviously, this time of year, a lot of people think about going to the food kitchen and serving a holiday meal. Maybe they want to adopt a family, adopt a pet shelter, um, just to buy the animals uh, hopefully some more time till they can get adopted. I will share with you an adventure that I had. I've done several types of volunteering, um, and I will say that I like to give I do donate, but I also like to give time, and I've chosen a few opportunities. So let me just share with you one of them. I was a volunteer ESL instructor for the SEIU local in the San Francisco Bay Area. It was in Oakland, and they had made arrangements for the union made arrangements for their staff to get ESL training, and so I worked with. Well, it started off as a group of women who wanted to Spanish-speaking women who wanted to improve their English skills. I, of course, thought they spoke just fine, but when you're learning a second language, sometimes it's a matter of confidence in order to use it and to be comfortable speaking it on a regular basis. Sadly, by the time the session finished, I was down to one, so it must mean I don't really know what happened. I did try and do a curriculum where there was some vocabulary, there was some practice work and some reading, so maybe it was a little too strenuous, but I really enjoyed it, and the person who stayed with me really enjoyed it, and of course she learned an awful lot. But I mean, that's just one example. You could do something like that. I've done adult literacy, teaching people to read or otherwise improve their reading skills at the library. You can meet at other places, but it's through the library. But the one I wanted to share with you, I suppose the biggest one I've done, is I went out of the country with an organization called I to I, the letters I to I. And what it was you pick your country and the type of work that you wanted to do when you got there. So I chose a Spanish speaking country because I like to think I can speak Spanish a little bit. And I elected to do construction. Now, I could have done English, I could have done conservation, and there were a couple of other opportunities, but for some reason, I chose construction. And I stayed with a host family, and I went off with another group of volunteers from different countries, and we helped a single mom build a house. And I was only there for a week, so I only got to clear the land and see the markings. I didn't get to see it get finished, but that is an extreme case of volunteerism. But what I'm suggesting to you is that there is a need with your name on it. So there's several things that you can do that would match your time and match your interest, and in this case, match your travel destination. Now, I have to say I did pay to go there, so that is part of the story, but you can always volunteer locally, and I hope you will consider extending yourself. If you've done well for yourself and you have some time and or energy to spare to help the others, volunteering is a good use of time and everyone benefits. And that is today's Morning Moxie.